And she loses it. She's like, what? Hi there, I'm Roux, and I'm so happy that you came by to watch my Christmas special, 31 Days of Story Times. Each day this December, I will be posting a new true story from my life for your entertainment. Let's have some laughs. I'm pregnant. Is what I told my friend when I pranked her. Just like you, I shamelessly Google pregnancy pranks on people because it's funny. Personally, however, I think that's not cool. I feel really bad when I laugh, when I watch it, when it's like, honey, I'm pregnant, and the guy looks like he's about to, like, faint. I feel bad because I think it's funny, but also because that's not funny, though. Not really. Like, personally, that's the thing that I would never do. That is a line that I would never cross. You do not joke about life or death with a person that it actually impacts. Like, oh, we created a life. That's... no. Not on somebody that actually, like, your significant other, no. Your friends, however, are fair game. Which is exactly what I did to my friend when I pranked her. So I had been just dying to be able to do this on somebody. Not literally dying, but you get the point. I really wanted to prank someone with being preggers. And I was 16 at the time, and I had been wanting to do this for so long. That just shows I had been watching too many pregnancy prank videos, and it was just hilarious. So I was, really, really excited about it. And I was 16 at the time, and I had this friend. Now, we didn't go to the same high schools because she majored in something else. So on the weekly, we never saw each other, but in the weekends, we were together nonstop. So this sort of laid a great foundation for me to be able to lie, right? Because if she sees me every day, she's not exactly going to believe that somebody knocked me up when I'm terribly awkward around boys, and I never literally touch anyone with male chromosomes. Not chromatones, chromosomes. But since we were, delightfully not at the same schools, this made the foundation for a perfect lie. And when you're going to lie to somebody for a prank, don't lie to people in real life. Tell them about it afterwards. Don't be me. But when you're going to tell a convincing lie, you can't just spring it on somebody, okay? You need to think it out. You have to be strategic about it. You can't just go, by the way, I'm pregnant. By the way, I'm pregnant. When you're 16, a virgin, and so awkward around boys, literally it's like a time zone between you and anyone with male chromosomes. They're not going to believe you. So that weekend, we were hanging out nonstop, and first we were at my house, and then we were at her house, and then I slept over at her house. It was just all the weekend. So in the beginning, like on the Friday, I started being like, so I've met this boy. See, we have to make up a fictional person to make this sound legit. That sounds really creepy now when I say it out loud, but it was really funny. You'll see. So I started talking about this fictional boy. I don't remember what I called him, but I gave him a, plausible name. And I was like, oh, I met this guy at my school. He's so awesome, and he's really into me too. It's amazing. And throughout the day, like, I wasn't talking about him nonstop because that would seem unnatural. Like, if I would constantly be like, met a boy and then suddenly pregnant, that would be like, hold up. Like, you have to lay a foundation of lies to make it seem plausible. So I started, like, here and there, if we were, like, playing a game, I would be like, yeah, so-and-so really like this game. He's really into it. Or like, oh yeah, he likes this too. Like, making him seem like an actual human being. I'm very devious when I want to. So throughout the Friday, I start doing that. And then on the Saturday, in the evening, I'm pretty sure, after, having brought up him several times, I go, we had sex. And it has to be a thing where you make a suspense, and you make it seem like they pulled it out of you. You have to make it seem like they got you to tell them. It can't be just like volunteering it, because it's supposed to be a big, shocking secret. And you can't just be like, here, some more shocking secrets. That's not normal. No, that is not normal. And you have to make it seem like, yeah, so, that guy, we had sex. It has to be like, it comes out of you involuntarily. And she's like, oh my God, really? And I'm like, yes. And she's like, but where? At the time, I was living in a very rural area, and I would always have to have my mom drive me to places. And she was like, did your mother drive you to his house? Like, does she know that you had sex with him? Like, confusing. So I go, no, we had sex at school. And then I have to make up a plausible story on the spot. And I was like, yeah, so, the locker rooms are Well, one day, they're not always full, and we had it all to ourselves, and, we snuck away, and we started kissing, and one thing led to another, and it was just like, oh my god, it happened. It was just so out of the blue, and she's like, oh my god, oh wow, really? And I'm like, yeah, it was so out of the blue. We hadn't planned it. Like, I never thought that I would lose my virginity like that. It's like, I thought it would be more romantic, like it would have been thought out, with, like, I would know in advance. It was just like I went to school one day and then suddenly it just happened. She was like, oh wow. She was believing my story. And then, like, I let it sit for a little while before I go, so you know how, that happened. I really needed to tell someone. I needed to tell someone. It was just, I couldn't keep it in. And she's like, I totally understand. This person that I'm talking about, this girl, has 0 social cues. 0. So I was putting on the performance of my life. Literally, I had to spoon feed her every single piece of information. And as I was sitting there trying to, like, hint at, yeah, we were so unprepared and we didn't plan it, like, protection was none, she was picking up on 0 of it. Absolutely nil. So after trying to hint my way and giving the performance of a lifetime, I just had to go, yeah, so, I don't know how to say this, but, I need to tell someone. And she's like, She was, like, doing her own thing, like, doodling or something, and I was like, I'm pregnant? What? She looked so horrified. And her face, when I told her, that's when I lost it. Sadly, I lost it. I just couldn't keep a poker face, and I started laughing hysterically. And I go, I'm just kidding. And she goes, oh, good. And I'm like, you looked so horrified. What were you thinking? And she's like, well, you don't like human children that much, and you're 16. So I was like, that's bad. I felt really bad for you, and, I was just really concerned for you. And I was just laughing and laughing, and she's like, yeah, so obviously you're not pregnant by that guy. And I'm like, that guy doesn't exist. And she loses it. She's like, what? Are you telling me that you have been making up a human? Are you telling me he doesn't exist? As in, never born, doesn't live, like, that's a fictional person? I'm like, yes, so funny. And you believed everything? And she goes, have you been lying to me for days? How could you do that? She was very upset with me, very upset. However, the whole blessing that I was not 16 and pregnant with humanoid children kind of overpowered it, and she was like, I'm really upset with you, but also I'm really relieved that you're not pregnant. And I'm like, why? Did you think I would be a bad mom? And she's like, no, you don't like human children, and why would you lie about that? And that's how I pranked my friend about being preggers. If you have a hilarious prank story, do leave comments below. Would love to read about them. And if you liked the story, do subscribe for more every day this December. And if you liked the video, leave a like and share it with your friends, so we can all laugh at my coolest friend and my amazing acting abilities at making up fictional people. Because even though I was painfully awkward at 16, I was more than able to make up a boy. That sounds bad. I was unable to talk to boys, but I was really good at making them up as if they were real human beings when they didn't exist. That sounds like a creepy stalker to be. Luckily, I grew out of it. Okay?